Hello and welcome to the video. I am Cam. Today the video is going to be about showing you unboxing the Zhiyun Crane 2, which is a motorized gimbal to stabilize your camera, and talking a little bit about things that might inhibit you of getting out there and working on your projects and like ways that you can overcome that. So let's get started. Okay, so I waited a couple of days before wrapping up the video talking about the Zhiyun Crane 2 because I ran into some issues where straight out of the box when I had it all balanced, it had this like wobble effect, and I was kind of worried because I'd seen other YouTubers and filmmakers talk about that. But one of my friends, J-Dude on Twitter, pointed out that I need to change the strength of the motors, which I couldn't do through the app. You have to do it on the PC version as far as I know for the Crane 2, not the V2, the Crane 2, the larger one. So changed that. It's been perfect ever since. I've been running around with it for the last like 2 days. You'll see some B-roll mixed into this video of testing it out and seeing what it is. It is a fantastic tool. I think I've got about maybe 10 hours out of it, and it still had like 25% battery on it. It has like 4 bars. It had like 1 bar left after like 10 hours of it. I was just walking around with it switched on, so it held the camera nicely. It didn't have to pack it away, pick it up. The downside is it's heavy. It's like 6 or 7 pounds, which isn't that much, but when you're holding it at arm's length, walking around, it's pretty. I mean, even get something like an American football or anything, hold it out just like this, just that little weight, and you'll see like how much that kind of is not ideal. So overall, I'm super happy with this purchase, but I also want to talk about why I bought it. And the reason is I want to start making more content, putting out more stuff, getting myself into a mindset of filming more short films, filming more like B-rolls kind of stuff, or like experiential, going out and filming landscapes or my friends hanging out or whatever it is, writing a script and going to make a short film. That's what I want to do. I want to start building and working towards that. And it's taken me so long, despite working on like feature films. I worked on Wonder Woman, Star Trek Beyond, Jurassic World, Chappie, on Black Panther, Thor, Ragnarok, like worked on these big projects and finished them in visual effects. One of the biggest things is, while it's easy to do and sit in an office and work on these projects, getting out and filming is a big fear. And I want to overcome that fear and stop worrying about letting other things that are outside of my control dictate what I can and cannot do. And more importantly, follow my creative passion of what I want to do. The big fear is always people looking at you, laughing at you, and kind of not understanding what you're doing and kind of making fun of you from that. The goal is to get over that. I want to get over that. It's hard to do, but like I've been walking around with this giant crane filming landscapes and everything, and people are looking at me and people are laughing at me and staring at me. But you know what? I walk away, I come home, I throw that footage in my PC, I start editing it, and it looks amazing. And it is 100% worth pushing through, because if you know what that final result is going to be, it is so worth it. Just, you know, you have to remember that if you think of it in terms of a film, these are just background characters. They're just extras walking around. They are there for a second and then they are gone. You will most likely never see them again. You will most likely never interact with them again. And that's it. Ultimately, like, yes, they might make fun of you and laugh at you and things like that, but they're gone. That's it. And the only person then that's left is you. So you want to do these things, you want to go out and film things and make cool stuff. Don't worry about them. They're gone in 30 seconds. That's it. You won't see them again. They'll look at you and they're gone. Like, most of all, people are fine. Like, they don't really care. They know that you're not filming them and like following them. If I'm walking around, I point the camera towards me so that they know that either it's off or it's not filming them. But be mindful, don't get in people's way, don't block paths. Be aware of your surroundings when you're walking forward as well as backwards, because you want to do some of those nice tracking dolly shots. Definitely be aware of what's around you. Don't get in people's way. That's when they get mad. That's when they get annoyed. That's when they'll give you any kind of grief. They will not bother you if you're just out filming. If anything, they're just curious. They're curious of what you're doing. They're curious of what you're filming. They're interested. If anyone comes up to you and talks to you, tell them what you're doing and tell them how much you enjoy it and everything, and just explain to them, because most times they don't even know anything about it, and they're just genuinely curious in a very positive way. So yeah, essentially just kind of overcoming that fear and that barrier in anything that you do. There will always be someone. There'll be someone in your family, maybe there'll be some of your friends, they'll kind of whatever. At the end of the day, you are the only person that has to live with you. You are the only person that has to deal with the consequences or the lack thereof if you don't do these things. If you don't go out and film it, it's not going to bother them. They're not going home and filled with regret that they didn't go out and film something, or they didn't go to an event because they were nervous to walk around with a camera, or go and do these things. You have to do that, and so you have to overcome these things and realize that the result is worth going through that. Ultimately, that's it. If you go out with a vision of what you want to film or what you want to do, go out and do it and see how it looks. You'll guaranteed if it doesn't go well, if you don't end up with something great, it's fine. You're still learning. Everyone's always learning. I've been doing visual effects for 8 years and I'm still learning new stuff every single day, especially with filmmaking. I went out the other day and my lens was slightly out of focus. I still used some of the shots because they were nice shots. They were just a little bit out of focus. Now I know always double check, because I couldn't really see the screen. It was very bright. Very difficult to do that on even with a fold out lens. It's not easy, but double check those things in future and I'll never worry about it. I'll know now, and I'll make a note of it, a mental note of it, or write it down. And you know that these are things you gotta check and gotta take care of before you film anything. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you found it informative or helpful, or just kind of, feel like you're not on your own going through and dealing with these issues of that fear. The fear of, I guess, the unknown. But if you really want to do something and you really want to chase a dream and do any of this, you have to start somewhere. Just start small, do it in little pieces, work your way up. Just go out and hang out with your phone, your camera, whatever, take photos, get familiar with the environment of being around people, and ultimately just chase your dream, and that's it. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's @camcorderkid. If you are on Twitch, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/camcorderkid, or if you're on YouTube, hit subscribe, hit like if you liked it, and I will try and make more videos for you, and see you in the next one.